Hello and thank you for watching. This is the Michelin Pilot Challenge. I'm in the TCR class, Multiclass Racing. GS Field is up ahead. They have just began their race, and TCR is about ready to go side by side. I qualified in 10th, and I'm next to ORC Comet. This is hosted by ORC. 30 laps around Virginia. The first lap is a setup pace lap, and the last lap is kind of something where we all just break down, record our times and everything, and see who actually won. And then we go for a full haymaker fun lap on lap 30. But here we are, the technical first lap of the race. I'm on the outside of Comet, and I just get around him. Naughty by Gamer, never raced with him before. And he is in the Civic. I'm in the Hyundai Veloster N. So I gain a position on lap 1, and somebody is already claimed by VIR, and that is Trigger Story. And he loses several positions there, unfortunately, within the first couple of seconds, first couple of laps of the race. This is my first time racing in a league in a couple months now, and I have lost my touch. I am also using a tune that was better for Daytona than it is for Virginia, and I forgot to make adjustments on my arrow. So here I am, lap 5, Naughty by Gamer, trying to get around him. Going side by side in this S's part is not very smart, and there he is going a little goofy on the curve. I'm going to try to capitalize, but my rear arrow loses grip, so here I am on the back straight, trying to see if I can get side by side with him. He goes tries to go defensively, but I'm already there. Try to go for a lunge. It's just not going to work. I'm not going to try to force anything. We're in the back of the field. It's not like I'm trying to win the race anyways. So while I'm trying to put pressure on him and get around him, I'm not going to force anything stupid. Here we are, lap 6, and I have an awful line through this section of track, which makes me lose a lot of time. Chuckles being putting the pressure on me and getting on the outside of me. We go side by side down the back straight, and he is able to take that position away, and he'll start applying pressure to Naughty by Gamer. Rear arrow on my car, a lot of oversteer. Comet gets around me. Naughty goes off the track. Comet and I get around him. So, oh, and I forgot. Yeah, Naughty went diving into the pits right in front of. I forget who it was, but yeah, had a collision back there. So those two will not be a threat anymore. Chuckles making a mistake and then taking an awful line back onto the track, pushing me wide on lap 8. So I gain that position. Later on in lap 9, people are starting to pit, and then here we are. Chuckles trying to stick a move there. He was faster than me on Virginia, but he was also real aggressive. Putting the pressure on me really, really thick, and I slowed down a little too much there, and to avoid contact with me, he swerved out into the grass. And that's how I was able to avoid battling with Chuckles for a little bit. Here is the first instance where GS Field goes lapping around TCR, Pedantic Squirrel, getting around me. And then this mistake right here, I had a decent lead on Chuckles, 7 seconds as you can see, and I go off the track. The curbs just got a hold of me and tossed me into the grass. I lost control on lap 13. Here we are with more of me being a back marker at this point. The GS Field making its moves, and I'm trying not to get in the way, but I know the rule is you're supposed to hold your own racing line, and the faster cars will get around you. That is on them. So I try holding my racing line, but I know that if I think it's just smart to let off the gas or hit the brakes and give them the position, then I will. Pedantic Squirrel got back around me. RR Flight and his Audi getting around me on turn 1 on lap 15. And then we have Chuckles on the normal racing line. I went the defensive route, a little late on the brakes, tapping him a little wide. That was my mistake, but that is what it is. Lap 16, I make a mistake here. Oversteer, then the back tire dipped into the grass, which created more oversteer. Chuckles getting around me. I'm not even going to fight that. He earned that position. I made way too many mistakes. I had such a strong lead against him, and he just, between my mistakes and him catching up, it was he was bound to have the position, narrowly missing the tire wall there as I go very narrow through that line. Catching up to Chuckles because he comes into contact with 4Cam Bird, who was actually in the GS class. I take another awful line because oversteer on the car. And the next track is Laguna Seca. I really hope that I can dial in my stuff. I will be consulting my friends in GTR for a solid tune so I can actually be more competitive and hopefully be in the top 5. More mistakes by Chuckles as he goes off-roading in his... I believe he is in the Honda. And I screwed up right there. I forgot to downshift. I thought I did. And so I had such a slow acceleration coming out of the U-turn there. Hooligan Hart getting past me in the Mercedes. He was one of the slowest GS cars and really slowed me down. Trigger Story into the tire wall there. And that's how I get past. And then that's pretty much it. The race was solid. It was a really good, fun race for an hour. 18th place overall, but it turns out I was 8th place in the TCR class, so that was very fun. Thank you for Sarvarius and his crew for putting this stuff together. These races are so fun, and I will see you all next week at Laguna Seca, but stay tuned soon for another livery showcase video coming out soon. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.